very productive day for me, and one thing that I've realized over the years is mornings is when I feel the most energized and able to get stuff done. So if I can, I like to put that energy to good use and get things done that I've been meaning to, or even just hobbies that take a little more time and energy, and I don't always have the ability to do them later in the day. I tend to work evenings, so yeah, if I can utilize mornings to the best of my ability, it just feels good. Today is one of those such days. It's a Tuesday, and I feel good. I got a lot of stuff done, so let me show you guys. So here in the oven, I have some bread rising. Let's take a look. Looks good. And then I also have a bowl of yogurt sitting there on top, so that just needs to sit for 12 to 18 hours probably, so that it ferments to the tanginess that I tend to like yogurt. So yogurt I probably make, I don't know, once every 2.5 weeks, and then I have that to use in different dishes that I like to have it with, or just as snacks. It's been one of my go-tos lately. Yogurt with like fresh fruit on top, granola, cereal, things like that. The yogurt I make, since I'm vegan, is made of coconut milk, cashews, salt, and vinegar, and then whatever the starter is gonna be. So I used to use probiotic capsules, but they ended up not being super functional because I bought a nice big bottle of them, but for some reason in summer, I don't know if they weren't in a dry environment or it was too humid, and they all turned to rocks. So yeah, ever since then, I've kind of just used the little bit of a previous batch of yogurt as my starter. So I just make sure to save like the last 2 tablespoons of whatever yogurt I made last, and then that goes into the mixture. Yeah, so that's gonna sit for a while. The bread I'll probably bake in a bit. I'm hoping to have it with my lunch. And oh, and I also put together some cold brew, currently in the fridge as well. It's looking good. Again, that's something that's gonna take a while, just like the yogurt. So we'll let that sit for probably at least 18 hours, maybe even 24, depending on how strong I want it to be. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these things, like, they take some time and effort, but a lot of the process of actually like making them is hands off, because you're just like waiting for things to ferment or rise or steep, which is the case for all 3 of those things I just showed you. Now I'm gonna head out for a run, so let's go get ready.
All the glitter and gold as I walk by, is it a daydream? That you see neath my curtain, bejeweled here, only in your dreams. Oh, is it love? Oh, is it real? I got you right where I want.
I'm all dressed for the run, trying to decide if I want to run around my apartment or if I should drive somewhere. I do get bored really easily running in the same spots all the time, and that's why it's good to mix it up. So maybe I'll drive somewhere. But I was thinking before I go, I'll take a few little gummies here. This flavor is like, okay, so this is the Goo brand, which is what I use for gels. I had bought a pack of strawberry ones when I went on vacation in Puerto Rico. There was a running store at a mall there. I was like, oh, we're gonna try these. I was in the thick of marathon training, so trying out different fueling was fun. That flavor, so good. This, I think it's lemonade or something. I think the worst part is they smell kind of weird. And for me, smelling is, like, good smells are everything with food. I mean, not that this is like a snack, but you know, it's gotta be somewhat appealing. So I wouldn't buy this brand again. I mean this flavor. I would buy the brand goo again, just not the lemonade type, but I'm not one to waste stuff, and the package is already open, so there's still more. This is just some that I had put separately, maybe for the marathon even. Who knows? Anyway, before I go, I'm gonna punch down my dough that I'm making for my bread, because it's pretty well risen. So I think at this point I should move it to whatever pans I'm gonna bake my loaves in. So let's do that. So this is incredible. I mean, I showed it just a little while ago. It did not look like this, and now we have a very healthy, well-risen dough here. I almost don't want to ruin it. It just feels like so nice, running my hands over the top of it with the plastic on. Anyway, let's transfer this. So time to pull the wrapping off. Oh, made a little popping noise when I pulled the plastic. Just a little. Perhaps a little ASMR right now. I did grease the bowl before I put the dough in, so I'm sure that helps, but I think I might need some flour because it feels pretty sticky, and I'm not trying to get my hands covered in dough right now. Let's grab some flour. I think I'll just sprinkle a little over the top, like so, and yeah, we'll just do our best to get this out. That is looking beautiful though. I haven't made bread in many months. I mean, you saw I told you guys, I showed you guys, let's get that right, that I made bagels recently, which is a bread product. But as far as like just actual regular bread, like that you would toast or have for sandwiches, have not done that in some time. Cut some off. Now this is a huge loaf pan, so I want to put a generous amount of dough in there. I think what I should do is spread it out a little, like long ways, to make sure it's going to be able to fill the pan, because I definitely have enough dough. But I've also made the mistake of adding too much dough to a pan and it just like overflows and just doesn't bake properly. So that seems to be about the same length as the pan itself. So let's just lower that in. And what we're gonna do here is make some little slits so that the dough can breathe and continue to rise. This is what it looks like in the pan. And we're gonna put the plastic wrap back on, just like so. That's perfect. Now let's do the other. Is this yeah, this is a good size to go in there. So let's see. Unless we did a round dough. Okay. Found my baking pan. We're going to use this. Give it a little spray. the oven with the light on, which it's already on because of the yogurt that's fermenting. Go for a run, come back and bake up some bread. And I'm gonna eat one more of these gummies. Don't buy the lemonade flavor. Bye. Okay, I just finished 8 miles. Felt pretty good doing it. It was hot out there though. I came back actually to get a drink of water. Well, I took some Gatorade and even a piece of banana because I was feeling a little low energy. Did that halfway through. But it was a fun run, so that's now the furthest I have run since Boston. So things are progressing along. Now we turn to our bread duties. I just punched them down again because they had risen so much. There was no way I could put in the oven like that. So they're looking good. Let's throw them in for about 30 minutes and see how they do. So I just finished having some of the bread. I did take a little clip of it beforehand, but I was too anxious to eat my lunch, so we're getting the after video of it being cut and everything. So this is what it looks like. Just one slice. It came out really delicious actually. Pretty light and fluffy, good flavor. I had it with some soup, butternut squash soup on the side and avocado on the bread. It was delicious. It reminded me how much I want to make bread more regularly again at home. So yeah, that was a success. Good morning. It is now the next day, so we're on to Wednesday. I meant to film a little more yesterday, but I got distracted once I went to work and came home late. I was pretty tired. But anyway, now I'm getting ready to go to work again. Today's my earlier day, and I'm just slicing up that loaf of bread I had shown you guys. Let's take a look. So this is the one that I hadn't eaten, obviously, from. And I'll probably freeze this because you can only eat so much bread at once. And I'd rather be able to have it, you know, while it's fresh tasting, because it can also turn very quickly. It's not like there's any additives or preservatives in it like a lot of other breads you might buy from the store. So yeah, I don't want this to go bad. So I'm gonna do that and get this day started. Hi again. Now on my lunch break, so I had brought some pizza with me, leftover pizza for lunch, which I already ate that, but I was still kind of hungry, so came over to get an acai bowl at a place that I like. So let me show you guys that. We've got acai on the bottom, bananas, strawberries, coconut, and peanut butter on top. So I'm gonna eat that now and probably read my book while I sit here, because I've been really engaged in this book that I got from the library recently. It ended up having a major plot twist that I was not expecting. So I feel like ever since that part happened, I'm like extra excited to keep reading it. The only thing is the plot twist was kind of scary, and I was reading it at night, and then I was kind of scared going to bed. That was the only problem. So I haven't been reading it at night, because usually the reason I'm reading at night is to help me relax and decompress and get a good night's sleep, not rev me up. And this book was kind of having the opposite effect, which I think is incredible that authors can do that just through their writing and the language that they use. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and enjoy my acai bowl now. Bye. Good morning, it's now Thursday. I just did a 2-mile shakeout run. I'm gonna be running with my running group tonight at the track, and I'm trying to increase my mileage like just a little bit each week. So I felt like it was good to get some extra miles in this morning. This way tonight I'm not like stressing about running extra before or after if I don't want to, or if I just want to keep talking with people and that kind of thing. So now I'm gonna prepare a kind of big breakfast. My dad is coming over and we're gonna have breakfast together. So I will show you guys what I'm making. Okay, let me show you what we've cooked so far. I've got some cinnamon bun dough that's risen quite a bit. Looks soft, plush. And we have some tofu scramble cooking. I already sauteed the veggies. And I also made some waffles. Let me show you those. They're actually cornmeal waffles. I have them sitting in the oven right now, just hanging out. And yeah, that's what we've done. I'm pretty hungry and I'm excited to eat this, but first I gotta roll out the buns and everything, finish up that part. To go in the oven. This is what they look like. Close out the video here, but just wanted to check in with you guys one last time. I had a really nice day today. As you saw earlier, I had breakfast with my dad and it was a fun time, and my dog came too, James. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. We went for a long walk after we had breakfast, so I enjoyed that. And then later in the afternoon, I went to the library, picked up a fresh stack of books, which I'm excited to get into. It's become a really nice routine going to the library every few weeks once I finish a book and I feel motivated to keep reading and discovering some new material. And then what else did I do? Oh, I made soup because I was going to be out in the evening and I knew by the time I got home I would want to have dinner. And actually that's what I'm about to have, so I will show that in a minute. And did some laundry, did some house stuff. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Then I went to my running group's track workout and it was a lot of fun. We did like a cut down type of workout where we started out doing like a mile and then a 1200, an 800, and a 400. So it wasn't anything too crazy, but I do love this group for how it motivates me to push myself on a day when maybe it would be easy to just do an easy run or not find that, next gear that is harder to do on your own. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, like I said, now I'm gonna eat dinner and relax the rest of the night, maybe edit this video, and that's it. So let me just show you what I made. It's this lentil and chickpea soup. It has carrots and celery and potatoes in it and onions. And I made the chickpeas from scratch actually, which I've never done before, and that was an interesting process. And yeah, I'm curious to see if they taste any different than the canned ones that I usually buy. And then I also have a piece of toast on the side from the bread I had made the other day, and I put some avocado on it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!